Good up.
This is Channel 253.
On this episode of the Grit and Grain Podcast.
I've been making these smoothie beers for like 3.5, 4 years now. So depending on ingredients, I generally know like where I want my fruit concentrations to be. Some fruits that are a little more punchier, I know I can go a little lighter on. Some that are apricot, a little more subdued, I can go a little heavier on. I have learned silly things like how much vanilla soft serve to put in a beer. Everything.
They don't put that in books, bro.
Yeah. Hey, you know what?
Yeah. So you're saying experience, like it's just experience.
Yeah, it's literally just experience.
Channel 253 is member supported. I'm producer Doug Mackey, and I hope you will show your support by going to channel253.com/membership and join. Thank you.
Welcome to the Grit and Grain Podcast, where we explore and celebrate the craft beer industry, community, and history in Tacoma, Washington, and surrounding Pacific Northwest areas. Thank you so much for hanging out. Let's get to it.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Grit and Grain Podcast, coming to you guys from Peaks and Pints in Tacoma, Washington. Huzzah! My name is Sorry, Ron. I meant that. It sounded rude, but I meant it. My name is Matt McLaren. I'm here as always with Ron Swarner.
Hello.
How's it going, Ron?
Great. I just got here.
Did you just get here?
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, it's great episode.
Good.
Did you not work today?
Huh?
Did you not work today? That's not what you meant.
No.
No, you were working.
It's an inside
That would be
joke.
a Twilight Zone episode.
I know.
Yeah, he's referring to an ongoing joke.
Yeah, forever.
I hope he shows up tonight, though.
I didn't know that was a joke, and so when he was like, I just got here, my instinct was like, are you okay? Like, why were you not here? Was there an emergency?
Yeah, it's true.
Our resident professional brewer and line cleaner, Bethany Carlson, is on the mic. What's up, Bethany?
What's up? Not much. I'm here.
Yeah. Also just got here.
Got here. Actually, no.
I know.
Questions.
I got here too early today, but I found something to do. It's fine.
You found something to do in the
Did you
building
clean up
full
the
of
cooler?
beers and stuff?
No,
darn
and I haven't been drinking for an hour and a half. Went and got my nails done, if you all must know.
Oh,
That's awesome.
Good.
Great way to spend time.
Self-care.
Yeah.
Self-care.
Yep.
Phaedra's on mic. How's it going, Phaedra?
It's going fabulous.
Good.
Yeah. Doug's on the mic too.
Doug is on the mic.
Yeah, one of these days I'll get a sixth mic.
That's okay. This is just part of our charm.
All right. Fair enough.
All right. So I'm excited for this episode. This is a kind of a repeat guest who did like a 0.5 episode, I guess, before. But we didn't get a chance to get the whole story. And that was a while ago, and things have changed for this brewer and this brewery. Our guest today is Shelby Bible from Odd Otter Brewing in Tacoma. What's up, dude?
What's up, everybody?
Welcome back.
Thank you.
It's
Happy to be here.
What, 2 years maybe?
Yeah, that sounds
Or
right.
like a
Episode
year and a half?
57, and it's 170.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's what I was
So it's been
gonna
a hot
say.
minute.
I remember numbers, too.
Good, because you're a brewer.
What are you drinking?
I am drinking Urban Family's Definitely Not Lizard People.
Correct.
Right?
That's not mine,
Yeah.
but mine's different. I have cerebral.
Yeah, me too.
What's it called? Somebody knows.
It's their flagship, rare trait. But it's double dry hopped with anchovy.
Yeah, I just heard someone at the bar
That's
asking,
the
what's
difference.
anchovy?
Madness.
Yeah.
It's fish.
Yeah,
They brew it with fish. It's a hop.
it is.
So is it like tinned anchovies
Yes.
or like dried anchovies?
They used the anchovies they didn't put on my pizza.
Maybe a rogue sardine.
I can do sardines, not anchovies, personally.
I can do sardines.
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
sardines.
I do too.
Right out of the tin.
I had them last night.
Jesus.
You did?
I had them
We'll do a
the day before
tin fish
yesterday.
episode.
A pairing.
This is so off topic.
Canned fish
This
pairing.
is so off topic, but does anybody follow Tinned Fish Reviews on Instagram?
Negative.
No.
Okay.
No.
It is so fucking good, and I can't stop watching every single video.
Do herring pairings?
And I've God damn it. That's a Tacoma Beer Week episode now. Just fucking locked it in. No, but now we're gonna. It's so good. I didn't even know that like fancy tinned fish was a thing, and I've never craved canned food more in my life than after watching this guy's.
I think of like two things: sardines and anchovies. So
There
what
are
else is there?
so many.
Really,
There's so many.
Mackerel and-
really.
So
I mean,
many.
salmon.
Anyway,
I
did
this
not
is off
know.
topic,
Tuna.
but
It is off topic. but that's all right.
weird random side interest plug for Tinned Fish Review.
Okay. Phaedra, what are you drinking?
I've got the Ale Song Beer de Noel, which I misnamed last episode as a beer to guard. So that's on, and it's delicious.
I know.
And the Stila Nacht.
Diddle.
Didola?
The D-Doles.
Didola out of Belgium, and they're both delicious. So it's winter ale time, and it's lovely and fun.
What are you drinking, Ron?
I'm also drinking the Rare Trait,
Rare trait from
and it's
Cerebral.
so good.
It is so good.
What do you have, Deb?
Cerebral, man.
Yeah.
Today the sky is dark, just like my soul. so I've got it right here. So I've got Bazaar the Flood London style brown porter from Seattle. Absolutely delicious.
Absolutely.
I've warmed it up a little bit so it's the proper temperature.
Did you?
And the AleSmith Speedway Stout Grand Prix Chocolate Pecan,
Wow.
Nice.
which is fabulous. And it's 12%, and you would not know it.
Did you already
Perfect.
open?
I did already
beer?
open an Odd Otter beer. I just finished a
my gosh.
check pale lager, and so I figured I might as well
Where is it?
pop one open. This is the least odd beer you brought today, man.
I figured I'd bring one to be like, no, I still brew
I still do this.
brew beer.
How are the new owners?
Good. Everything is moving forward. We're just trying to like get ready to like hit the ground running this summer.
Yeah.
We're not experiencing the winter slowdown that we thought we would. So
Whoa.
Excellent.
Love that news.
hopefully
Yeah, no
that's
shit.
Some
Sign.
kind of premonition of what's to come in the summer.
Sure.
I hope.
So yeah, for anybody who doesn't know, it was a bit of news, and we've talked about it a little bit here. But yeah, Odd Otter went through an ownership change a little while ago, and new to the industry owners, as far as I understand, this is the first time that they've done anything on the beer side.
Yep.
But they've taken to it pretty quickly. So yeah, this sounds like it's been going well. If you guys aren't going through a winter slowdown, then they've obviously like helped point the ship in the right direction.
Yeah. Big shout out to our sales guy, Max.
Yeah.
He's been killing it.
That's awesome. How long has he been? How long have you guys had a sales guy now?
Max has been our sales guy since I've been at the brewery. He's been the only one that we've actually had. So
Forever now.
6 months, 8 months, something like that. That sounds about right. Yeah.
When Odd Otter shut down before the new owners picked it up, what were you thinking?
Oh, I wasn't sure if I was gonna be brewing anymore, to be honest. Just with the retraction of the industry, there's just not many jobs to go around, and being that I've kind of already gotten used to a head brewer's salary, the only job openings around right now are kind of like you're an assistant brewer or a cellarman or a packaging operator or something, and I got kids. Yeah, so it's like, to be honest, like I was like, well, I really just don't have the room to like step down financially, so I just really wasn't even sure because moving out of the area isn't really an option either. So I just was like, well.
We'll see what happens.
And they gave you a call.
How long was it? Yeah,
we knew. I knew for at least like 3 or 4 months, and we went through this back and forth of, oh, this group is interested, but we're under an NDA, so nobody talk about it. And oh, like they keep dragging it out. Last minute, we found a cheaper or like a better brewery, and we like that one more. So thanks for tying up your, brewery sale for us, but
the
no,
negotiations.
no, thanks, we're good. And so that was like okay. That was kind of good because I didn't want to work for those people.
No shit, not after that.
No.
Dodged a bullet kind of a thing.
Yep.
So.
Oh yeah. No. And then between that and our now ownership, I think there were like 2 other interested parties that kind of did the like, let's do some math, drag it out, and I'm like,
just pull out,
dude. Like, I want to know if I'm gonna have a job in a couple months.
Yeah, stop jerking me around.
Yeah.
So,
Gosh, that's scary,
but
dude.
luckily, honestly, it was kind of last minute, like swoop in and cool.
Yep. So
Excellent.
pretty much
Yeah.
after you guys post on social media, because like there was, it was like a quick announcement that was like, hey, like we're sad to say this is it. We're shutting our doors, and then it wasn't that long before somebody like updated your guys' cover photo or something like that, and everybody was like, "Whoa, what the fuck?"
So it's funny because I think, both of the owners were actually previous regulars, and so they didn't even know until we had made the announcement that we were shutting down. So that was their cue to kind of be like, "Hey, what's going on? Maybe we should throw our hat in the ring," and here we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, what a blessing, dude.
So they already loved it.
Oh yeah. So they
That's what's cool about
they were already behind the brand.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
perfect.
That's awesome.
What year were you with Odd Otter? What year did you start there?
Good old 2020, baby.
Such a good year.
I remember it fondly.
Don't we all?
Oh no, I got some time off.
No shit. I took a sabbatical and everything.
Oh man. Yeah, no. I was working at craft beers at the time. Shout out to Eugene.
Shout out to Eugene, man.
Where's
Yeah.
that? Where's craft beers?
Up in Auburn.
Auburn. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, and an old friend from high school, Danny Schroeder. He was the assistant brewer for a while, and when Greer had left, they promoted him to head brewer, but then
That's right.
he got the call from E9 that they wanted him to go work over there, and he was, who wouldn't want to go work for Shane and go learn some cool shit under him.
Sure.
So that's when I got the random call one day that was like, "Hey, dude, do you still want to brew?" And I was like, "What's going on?" "Oh, well, I'm leaving this head brewer position." I was like, "Oh, well, pay cut, but hey."
But I love it.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
I'd rather be making the beer than, serving the
Slinging
beer.
it.
Yeah.
Personally.
For reals. For reals. And before that, then you were at Harmon?
Yep.
Yeah.
Spent like
with
2.5 years. Yep. Worked under Jason there 2.5 years, and yeah.
Nice.
You guys are both on the you'd rather be making it than serving it side?
Oh yeah.
Gosh,
oh
I'm like
yeah.
the opposite, man.
No.
That's so funny.
Have you? It's also it's hard to serve it after you've made it.
Really?
The questions you get about beer, like
Sure.
it's hard to have some patience and like. I get mansplained a lot. I would
Sure.
get like, "Oh,
We all do.
Let me
So
tell
the
you about a pilsner. Like,
We
let
all
me tell
do.
you about a pilsner. Also, this pilsner is great, Shelby.
Thank you.
Your check
Thank
close
you.
is awesome.
Literally pulled it out of Bright today.
Nice.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. So as fresh as can
clear.
be. Thank you. Thank you.
What's that?
I know.
next?
Yeah, what is next?
What's
Oh
next?
God.
You got some,
Yeah, let's do it.
this?
Let's
some
do it.
wild ones. You brought some.
Okay, so let's talk about this one that Ron's opening right now.
over my
Can you
soul.
explain this beer?
It's okay.
So
It's just a t-shirt.
I actually got inspired to do this beer last summer when I was picking up our work van from one of my owner's properties, and I saw he had 2 huge apple trees.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I don't know.
what
What
am I
can I do with this? So I kind of sat on that idea for a year. And this year, me and my assistant went out and we picked like 300 or 400 pounds of apples, juiced them ourselves, and we decided to make a Belgian double apple pie kind of beer.
Yeah.
Kind of a graf. It's a hybrid style, I guess, you know. So we caramelized half of the juice that we got to kind of give it, you know, a caramelized apple pie feel. And then we fermented that with our Belgian yeast strain, then conditioned it on cinnamon and vanilla in the bright tank. And
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah,
This is the one we had on the pumpkin episode. You brought this one, yeah?
No, so I brought this to you, and then we talked about the
Dang it.
pumpkin.
No, no.
I brought this to you guys to try separately.
And then I had it on tap.
That's also true.
Oh, well, I've had it before, and it's,
Because
it's so
I did
good.
bring it, and we tried it together, and it's like one of the coolest beers I've tried recently, I think.
That like caramel, you get all that caramel, cinnamon, vanilla, apples, and beer. Like it's still a beer.
And people loved
it's
it.
really good.
The keg one went fast.
I actually expected it to be on today when I came in.
Which one was
yeah,
it
no,
called?
I did
What was
too.
it?
I
What's it
did too.
called?
Look at this autograph,
Oh, okay.
which is a great fucking name, by the way.
Triggers a lot of sort of memories in a way. Because
Yeah.
That pie.
Oh yeah.
Dude.
And I mean, that's a big thing behind a lot of the odd beers.
Yeah.
You know, that I do is, I mean, it's no secret that like the culinary industry really like leans on nostalgia for a lot of their dishes, especially in the current wave that we're in. That's what people want right now. Times are weird, so
All the
Want
mac
something
and cheese.
comfortable.
yeah. So that's where a lot of the inspiration behind these beers comes from.
So this is actually why I was glad that you came today, because this is something that I like wanted to talk about, because you've said it a couple times, inspiration, like my inspiration behind this beer. And I feel like that is, you talk about nostalgia in the culinary world, but like more than nostalgia, I just feel like things aren't like there's great beers that are great because they hit styles perfectly. And then there are great beers that are great because they're very inspired. And I feel like those are two kind of different lanes. And we've like talked about that a lot. Like there are brewers who are artists, and then there are brewers who are scientists, and you know you can probably think of the difference between those two. But this, to me, like this doesn't fall into any style category at all. But it does bring up these like, I mean, the phenols that you get from the Belgian yeast are like baking spices, and then you have this like caramely character from the grain that you would typically put in a double anyway. But then you also have this apple, and it's like, it's inspired, but it's not like it's technically perfect. And so how is that like a lane that you've just been messing with more lately? Like we just tried your Czech Pilsner and it's delicious, and that probably would fall into the category of like much more to style. But this, I feel like, is probably how you get new drinkers to realize that they are beer people if they thought they weren't before. So is this like a new approach for you, or do you feel like you're just getting better at something that you've always tried to do as a brewer?
I mean, well, to be honest, when I first got into brewing years and years ago, a lot of the reason I got into brewing was because of the breweries that were doing things where it's like, hey, you're not supposed to do that. Like, wait, what are you doing? Like, you know, Omni Pollo, for example.
Sure.
You know, like just like, because back
As
then.
cheeky as you can get for a brewer.
Yeah, no, and I mean, well, back then, like even they weren't even turning. Like now, they've turned the volume up to like 25
Yeah,
or something.
totally, dude.
Then the volume was just turned up to 11. But it was like you made a lactose IPA?
Yep.
What is this? I remember
Sure.
getting literally like the last one that was available from Pint Defiance. And I was like, what? This is crazy. You're not even supposed to do this. Like,
You're talking about those Lassie series?
No, see,
Long
it
time
wasn't.
ago.
It wasn't even a Lassie. It was just a straight up lactose IPA.
Yeah.
I can't even remember.
Oh man, it wasn't the Lassie stuff, and it wasn't Bianca.
There was
it was
no
prior to those.
Yeah, there was
wow.
not even any fruit. Nothing.
Yep.
Like I said, they hadn't even turned it up to
20 or whatever.
25
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah,
Which is
they
where
were
they're
still
at now.
turning it up to 11.
Yeah.
And it was like stuff like that. You know, just great notions like
Sure.
blueberry muffin, and I was a huge IPA fan at the time, but it was like I really like this idea, and I used to be very into cooking, or well, I'm still into cooking, but
Right.
the reason I got into cooking was to do the weird stuff where it's like, wait, you did what with a taco? Like, I don't
Sure,
know.
sure.
You put what on your pizza? Like, you
Right.
like made this crazy thing that you're technically not supposed to do. So I find a lot of fun in learning guidelines and then learning how to break them.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Like thoughtfully though.
Yeah, on purpose.
Yeah.
It's like when you know the rules, like it's like jazz.
Sure.
You know the rules of music. Well, if you break them purposefully,
Yeah.
then you can create something weird that is like, hey, you're not supposed to do that, but it's like, I did,
But it
and
still
it
feels
sounds
right.
you like it, don't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Acid jazz.
You're welcome.
Totally.
It's like, you're welcome.
That's really well said. But if you don't have that baseline of brewing and of knowing how to brew this kind of beer, I think that's where it goes sideways with the like smoothie beers and stuff, where it's like, I'm gonna do all this crazy stuff. It's like do the other stuff well first, and
Sure.
then move on.
Allow
So,
it to
yeah,
come
you're
out of
doing
the
it great.
faucet.
Yeah.
Don't clog the goddamn lines.
Clog the faucet.
The banana pudding pop did not do well coming out of the faucet.
That'd be like circus peanut.
Probably. This is like, I mean, this is something I talk about all the time, and it's like my favorite thing about where I'm pretty sure beer is headed in the next like 5 or 10 years, especially as like, I mean, nerds are going to be around for forever, but the folks who are kind of on the margins and don't know if they're beer folks now just have other options, and it's just more so than you've ever had. And so this fluctuation is going to lead to this need for breweries to, I think, do what you're doing, at least in some way or another. And it's got to be, I mean, I use the term inspired, but like it does have to be, because it needs to come from somewhere real that other people can relate to. And I feel like if somebody like bends the rules in cooking or something like that, it's usually to do something that people will still feel. When what's the name of the lady who runs Milk Bar with David Chang? She's so fucking famous. Her first big famous dessert was a cereal milk panna cotta. That was like the thing that, you know, everybody put, and it was like cornflakes soaked in milk, made a panna cotta, and everybody tried it, and they were like, Jesus, this reminds me of when I was a kid. I can't believe this. This is in like a Michelin starred level restaurant, and I'm tasting cornflakes and milk. Yeah. And so, like, when I say inspired, I think that's what I mean. So when you say like, I went and I saw these apple trees, and I was like, I'm pretty sure I can like do something that resembles apple pie, and I'll use these ingredients that are usually used for other things, but I will like very thoughtfully introduce them into this new idea so that it makes sense and actually reminds people of this thing, either from the childhood or whatever. I think brewers are going to have to get really good at that, and it's going to have to come in tandem with them bending the rules that they've been following for years, basically.
Yeah. And I have actually thought about making a cereal milk beer.
Have you?
So that is
What's the cereal? That's the next question.
So Fruity Pebbles beer is already out there.
Yeah, Captain Crunch, maybe.
How are you going to make it so for your mouth is torn?
Well, I leave that to the experienced brewers.
Every time.
Anyway, speaking of bending the rules, what the fuck is this?
yeah.
Wow.
It's like an eggnog.
That is like,
Eggnog.
Yeah. So we've got the Naughty Otter. It is a tart ale that is conditioned on eggnog, white chocolate. Yep. And peppermint.
nice job.
That is dope.
It's delicious. It's fucking delicious.
That is dope.
If that's not a gateway
Yeah, no.
beer,
You fuck Ron up
so-
just now.
This is Christmas morning right here.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah, you can fuck peppermint up pretty hard, man.
It sneaks in on the back
It
end.
does.
Gives like a little cool.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah.
the flavors.
About 5.
5. It's hard to, there's no calculations
Yeah,
for this.
I was just going to do a 456.
Wow.
How do you manage the flavor blendings and stuff? So like there's so many different flavors going on here, and it's very well balanced. And like same thing with that
crazy.
pumpkin one we did. Like, are you testing it? Do you do a little at a time and then add a little bit more, or how are you?
I mean, I could actually. Damn, that brings up another fuck up story. You guys get a bonus fuck up story, I guess. So I've been making these smoothie beers for like 3.5, 4 years now. So depending on ingredients, I generally know like where I want my fruit concentrations to be. Some fruits that are a little more punchier, I know I can go a little lighter on. Some that are apricot, a little more subdued, I can go a little heavier on. I have learned silly things like how much vanilla soft serve to put in a beer. Everything.
They don't put that in books, bro.
Yeah.
That's
Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
yeah.
So you're saying experience, like it's just
Yeah,
experience.
it's literally just experience. But one time I was trying to make a key lime pie, like sour beer, and I didn't really think about the pH of lime puree. And I used the same ratio that I do with most other fruit.
Oh,
And-
shit.
Oh my God.
Too sour.
Was for most people, but there were some people that
Yeah.
that were like, oh, this tart ale's not sour enough. But then they came in and they're like, oh yeah, now that's the stuff. And I'm like, oh my God, like this is
Peeling their teeth.
Yeah.
Dude.
dude, this is like
Buy this place.
This is a this is like a warhead, and I'm not talking about the candy. Like I'm talking about the actual nuclear warhead. Like, oh my God, like I'm glad you like it.
I like how you still put it out there. You're like, well, let's see how it does.
We
Can't be dumping this much lime juice.
No. Expensive.
So that was we had to specifically let our bartenders know, like before people buy this, like even if they're just going out to the cooler because we were only selling it in the tap room. If they just come up before they've tried it, be like, hey, can I please give you a taste of this first? Just so you're not going home and being like, oh my God, my mouth just got nuked.
Yeah.
Like
The corners of your mouth get all like raw.
oh God.
But it sold. Some people loved it. Yeah.
Some people loved it.
That's not a fuck up. That wasn't it.
I mean,
was that your story?
that was a fuck up.
Nah.
I mean,
Nah. We expect better in the second half.
We need music for a subtle fuck up.
something with an elevator vibe.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
Yeah.
Subtle fuck ups.
It's already break time. We're gonna take a super quick break. We have a couple more beers to pop. Stick around, we'll be right back.
This is Eric Hanberg with Channel 253.
I'm Doug Mackey.
And Doug Mackey asked to keep this short. So here it is. $4 a month, $40 a year, supports Channel 253. Go to channel253.com/membership.
More so, we'd like to thank our members, especially our long-time members.
Now it's too long.
Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for hanging out during the break. As always, a shout out to Doug, our wonderful producer who makes this sound awesome every single week.
Thanks, Doug.
Thank you so much, Doug.
Ron, you made it.
Love you.
I didn't even know you were here.
Dougie Fresh.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
First half was great.
Keep it up.
Yeah, this will be you'll be a nice addition to the podcast.
Happy to have you.
This is the audition.
Test it out. We'll see how we do.
You handle the ending, Ron.
Enjoy your beer.
You heard it on the break, but if you haven't yet, please do go check out Channel 253. It's absolutely wonderful. It's a great way to support this podcast and the other fantastic podcasts hosted by local folks about local folks. And it is a great way to stay connected to Tacoma. Also, a shout out to Chris, who puts us on video every single week.
Thanks,
if you guys
Chris.
haven't yet, please go to YouTube and find Great and Great Podcast. You can follow along there. Even if you're not a big YouTube person, just going and hitting subscribe really does help. Just get this out in front of folks, and you wouldn't believe how much impact it actually has for just one little button click. And then extra shout out to Kendall over at Washington Beer Blog.
Indeed.
Very much appreciate that dude for keeping us up to date on everything that's happening in
Yeah.
the beer world right now.
If the brewery's going to open, he has it first. For
Yeah,
sure.
no shit, which is great news in general.
Really? Yeah.
So yeah, if you want your beer written and or want your news written and a little bit more beer flavored, that is the place to go check it out. Check out WashingtonBeerBlog.com. All right, we have barley wine in front of us.
Yes.
And then we're also pouring something equally as thick and crazy as the last Odd Otter beer. Ron, what is this barley wine?
This is 7 Seas barley wine 2025. Their new release.
Seas, man.
Yeah. It's delish.
All right. Dude, I feel like 7 Seas barley wine is pretty trustworthy after all this time.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
It's always got that little chocolate note into it.
Yeah. Man, it's like a mix between like English and American in some way too. Like it's not quite as like punchy hoppy as like a typical American. Like it's not a Bigfoot definitely, but you still have like some biscuit and a little bit of chocolate that you might get in like a fully English style. This like mars the line really well.
Nice job, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, good shit, man. Shout out to 7 Seas.
Yeah. They were packed for that 253, the 10 release.
10.
Yeah.
I'm sad I missed that. I was up in Seattle seeing John Legend for his 20th anniversary for Lifted.
Cool.
It was a
my-
good. The 7 Seas event was great. Great job.
Yeah,
Foster's
I'm glad
creative.
it was packed. Foster's did a great job.
They did.
Arena, I felt bad because Arena and I are both like in the thing. Like one for Tacoma, I'm for Tacoma Beer Week, but she's also just like right now she's like one of the up and coming musicians in Tacoma, which is super cool. So she got featured as well.
Yeah,
but
but-
neither of us could actually be there.
Her whole song. They played the whole song.
That's
The
so
film.
nice.
Yeah.
Gosh, man. Well, yeah. Shout out to those guys and to 7 Seas. Dude, speaking of local music, we were just gushing about Jazz Bones over the break, and Bethany, it sounds like you and Greer have just finished a project at New Jazz Bones.
Yes, they have a brand new draft system, which is cool.
Which is
so
super
big
exciting.
upgrade. Yeah, big upgrade to their draft system. And we got everything nice and clean and pouring really well. So we'll be cleaning there too. So yeah.
So we can trust the beer at Jazz Bones.
Yeah, definitely.
Hell yeah.
And they just changed ownership. So yeah, I know Arena just played there. I was at
Well, yeah.
at a show.
Yeah, yeah. And then
Yeah, I hung out.
I know, I love you guys.
Yeah, I'd like to do a plug for the Weekly Volcano, which I wrote an article about the new owners and what they have in store, and that's you can go to weeklyvolcano.com and find it back there somewhere.
Yeah, it's,
Couple weeks back.
It's a great article. It was like, yeah, and I love seeing just like the raw and what seems like earnest pursuit of just another great local music venue that is just for the purpose of being a great music venue.
Yeah,
We need them
yeah, dude.
desperately. In
We had a very
Seriously.
good vibe from the new owners in terms of how resolute they are on making it a really great venue
I
for
love that.
music specifically.
Yeah.
The old Victory
That's what
Club.
it sounds like.
Yes.
Dude.
Yes.
Well, yeah, and you guys know
I
you can
remember.
trust the beer on draft there because Bethany and Greer clean it. Yeah, dude. Rat Fest is happening over at Real Art the next week. What day is it? This weekend. With like a bunch of like young bands that are like playing, and it's like it's sort of the benefit for Real Art Tacoma, and like some of these kids are like in high school still, and they're like so good. So yeah, some of the bands that Mason did his like summer camp rock band thing with are playing there too. But yeah, if you guys don't have anything to do Friday or Saturday, go to Real Art and go to Rat Fest.
Yeah, if you've never been there, go support them. Support
Yeah.
the kids. It's great.
Seriously.
And they do have a little area where you can order adult beverages and hang out in that
Totally.
little area that extends into the audience area.
Yeah.
So it's a great place to go.
It's the first time since 6th Ave Hell's Kitchen that I've gotten vibes like this, to be honest, man.
Wednesday nights.
Yep.
Yeah, dude. Like it's and like now, my kid's he's 12 and like he plays music, and so like he likes to go to shows. So, like we're going to Friday Rat Fest, and like to me, that was just my fucking life when I was in middle school, was like Hell's Kitchen as much as I could afford it. And it was so much fun. And it's the first time I felt a vibe like that.
Yeah, I'm old. In the early '80s, if you were underage and wanted to play a show, you had to rent a hall. You had to rent a cop.
Yeah.
And you had to fill out a form saying that that the kids couldn't move. Because these are Elvis era city codes.
They couldn't move.
Yeah.
Singing
Whoa!
only.
I see a little swaying over
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
You need
Stop that.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
Wow.
Dancing leads to fornication. Is that why?
Devil. The devil.
Devil, yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Devil.
Save room for Jesus. All right, speaking of the devil, what the fuck is in this glass?
I'm glad you asked. Oh boy, it is pumpkin puree, spices, and vanilla soft serve.
It's really good.
Yeah.
And there's tartness in there too.
little
It's
tartness?
not.
Yep. So
Yeah.
so it is another smoothie tart ale.
Okay.
So I make a base tart ale,
Okay.
and then that same base goes into pretty much all of
Got
our
it. Okay.
smoothie beers.
Would you say it's like Berliner Weiss style base? Like, or
No.
like more goes those style?
No.
Just generic.
No.
Like, here's a little bit of acidity. Here's a light beer.
And I mean, I use oats in it, which I wouldn't call a traditional ingredient in either of those beers. So that's why.
Of all of the untraditional
You don't
ingredients.
say.
The oats.
I'm very concerned about tradition.
That's where you went astray,
Hey,
man.
Matt, have you
just
ever
fucking-
heard of the Reinheitsgebot?
There's two things they don't allow: pumpkin pie puree and oats.
And oats.
You fucking noob.
Otherwise, you're good.
Spot on.
It's very odd.
Ah.
Actually, Doug.
I see what you did there, Doug.
Doug said it better than I think anybody is, especially with the peppermint and very Christmassy one. Very ambitious and very well realized. Like, if you told somebody that this is a sour ale that's supposed to taste like pumpkin pie, that's 100% what you get.
Yep. Hit it.
I think this is the third year we've done that one, and people go nuts for it.
Yeah, it's still. I mean, okay.
It's so kind of like you were talking about earlier, and actually in a recent conversation we've had, I loved the term that you used, which was creating on ramps for non-beer drinkers. And I feel like this beer is kind of like the perfect example of that.
Of an on-ramp.
Yeah, because I mean, people know what pumpkin pie is.
Right.
I mean, you might say that's an instant where we get a lot of people that want to order cider in our tap room because we all the time have two pretty great ciders on. But if, say, we have like a pumpkin spice cider on along with this beer, our bartenders can kind of be like, hey, if you like this cider, can I give you a little taste of this? And you might
what you
really
think.
like this.
Yeah.
And so many of those people will stop and be like, what is, I didn't know beer could be this.
Yeah.
You know, I thought beer was PBR. And,
Yeah.
You know,
or grocery store IPA.
yeah, exactly. It's like it's either PBR or it's like punch you in the face IPA. You know,
And
It's
then
kind of
people
an
are like,
express
"Oh."
lane, honestly, because I mean, really, there's not even. I don't think it's a gradual kind of a thing. Like if somebody takes this and tries it,
And they're like, I'm a beer person now.
they're like, "This is beer. I want all of this because
Yeah.
it's that approachable, and it doesn't taste like a beer that people
No.
have in their preconceived notion of what a beer tastes like, and so yeah.
and
it's
even
fun.
with that, like I'd say one of my best friends. He's not a huge beer nerd or anything, but a few years ago, his thing was Night Owl from Elysian. Every year that came around, or every time that came around, he'd buy a couple cases of it so that he'd have it for a while.
Yeah.
And I kept being like, "Hey, dude, try this IPA." Be like, "Oh, damn, that's really whoa,
too
whoa,
much."
that's a lot."
Yeah.
And then you keep moving them.
Keep wearing them down.
Yeah, keep wearing.
Here's this abomination. Pumpkin IPA.
Have you ever heard of Arrogant Bastard?
But now he won't even touch a night owl. He's not into that. So we went from night owl to smoothie beers.
Sure.
Yeah.
And now he pretty much just drinks IPA.
That's, in like 2 years, he's only going to drink
Yep.
Pilsner.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah, right?
super ironically, it'll be PBR 2 years after that. He'll do the full fucking circle that we've all done.
Hey, we stay classy. Miller High Life, baby. Gotta live that high life.
Am I right in saying that the sourness balances the body of it? Does that make sense?
100%.
Yeah. No, I would definitely agree because vanilla soft serve is very viscous
Add some thickness.
with two C's. Two C's.
At least.
I think it's the same thing with the previous one as well. That sourness balances off this rich mouthfeel body of it.
And I mean, that goes back to cooking, and it's like, if you've got a dish that's too heavy, add a little acid to it, whether that's vinegar, lime juice, lemon juice.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it doesn't even need to be noticeable in most dishes. Like, it's just a little brightness. It's not
It's like
acidity.
salt or heat or
Sure.
sugar. It's acid is like that in cooking. Just a little bit will make stuff jump.
What's funny about this too is that like it's enough acid where if somebody didn't think they were a beer person, a sour is probably not their first choice, depending on what you give them. But there's enough tartness in here where if you handed somebody a very traditional sour after this, it wouldn't feel unfamiliar anymore because there is this like, I mean, this is a good intro to sours.
It's the
in general.
on-ramp again.
Yeah, it's the on-ramp. Like, this isn't unfamiliar anymore.
You like that?
Flanders
Maybe
Red.
try this Berliner Weiss aged on raspberries. You like fruit, don't you?
Right,
And you
right.
like that sour thing.
Right, or here's a
So-
Duchess, or here's a, like a traditional example of something that you didn't know existed or didn't know you liked. And it's not that far off of
We're
this
just
crazy
nudging
pumpkin beer.
you
Yeah.
in the right direction.
Before you know
In the
you're
right direction.
Before you know, you're mainlining Flanders Red.
That's the best.
Which I will be doing after this. Not Flemish Kiss, a real Flemish
No.
Did you guys all hear me call
We
Flemish
talk
Kiss
about
the
that.
Flanders
We gotta
Red?
talk about that.
That was embarrassing. We were literally talking about Orville, and I brought up a fucking Brett beer, and I called it a Flemish Red because I said Flemish one too many times.
It happens.
He won't.
No, you won't. Sean,
love you, Matt.
if you hear this, which I feel like is relatively possible, I didn't mean that. That was dumb.
Also, hi, Sean.
Also, I should. Dude, yeah, these are both delicious, and I'll get like. Smoothie sours are weird because again, there's no style, right? So it's like how do you judge whether or not this is good or not? And it's usually the things that we're talking about right now, like the balance of flavors. Is it inspired by anything, or is it just like you're throwing random shit at the sour? And I would bet that I'm a relative expert in this because I'm probably like the premier smoothie sour supplier in this whole fucking state, to be honest.
The
Most of
expert.
the ones that
50 North
exist here.
Mortalis.
Thank you.
Most of anybody who's mad at the permeation of smoothie sours in Washington, you have me to thank. With the help of some other distributors who are also active.
I know.
But yeah, I would say that we bring in probably the most of it from the most different places. I have tried every famous popular smoothie sour in the country. I just got back from a fucking festival where that was their whole thing.
God.
There are plenty of popular smoothie sour producers that are not, I'm going to be up your butt a little bit, Shelby, who are not doing it as well as you are, I would say.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
So yeah, no shit, man.
High five.
If you guys haven't gone down to Odd Otter and tried this, I'll also say too that like it's my job to know what breweries are making what beers in this entire state. There's 500 breweries here, and there are no breweries in Washington, maybe with a couple of exceptions, who are fucking with this style that is probably one of the most popular styles on the other side of the country right now. There's maybe 2 to 3 breweries who are even trying to do a good job at this, and one of them is here in Tacoma, and you should absolutely go check them out.
Yeah.
We're
It's a
Smoothie
well-kept
plugs.
secret.
It
So we need
is.
to-
It is.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't be. It should. I mean, like,
No, right, exactly.
if you don't think
Tell
you're
everybody.
a beer person, dude, if you're, I hope, I don't know, if you're listening to this and you're not a beer person,
What are you doing?
thank you. Yeah, what are you doing?
You need to
Surely there's a
re-examine your
murder
life
mystery
choices.
podcast. You could be, yeah, what the fuck are you doing?
Maybe they had a stroke.
I know.
What's
We
wrong
love
with
you
you?
on
Just say welcome.
Yeah.
We love having you
Oh,
here.
you're beer curious? Let's fucking.
Yeah, thank you for being here. So this one's aged on waffles, vanilla bean, maple syrup, and cocoa nibs. It's so good.
It is.
So, Otter Things to celebrate the final season of Stranger Things.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so it is
that's
aged
good.
on real waffles.
How about that roast?
Oh, wait, on what?
Motor
Wait,
oil?
say that again.
Jesus
It's aged on what?
Christ.
Real, like, Eggo waffles.
Like real.
Waffles. I didn't hear what you said.
Yeah.
Waffles,
Okay.
yeah.
Waffles.
Let
Yeah.
go.
No light shall pass.
No shit, dude.
So
That is
good.
10W40, man.
Right?
I
That's
spent a
motor
while
oil.
in our
Fuck, man.
food trailer with a very small oven, just toasting waffles. Because, I mean, they had to be toasted. I wasn't going to throw them in raw.
Someone's like, what are you
what?
doing? You're like, oh, I'm brewing.
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah.
Beer.
Oh, my egg.
What is going on here?
Awful.
I'm making beer.
Dude,
What do
this
you
is
fucking think I'm
delicious.
doing?
Holy fuck,
Yeah.
man.
Who's doing the labels on your cans these days?
One of our owners.
I like them. I like this one specifically, though.
I like your
Thank
with
you.
the little glowing eyes.
Yeah.
Where'd it go? I don't know. It's really cute. Yeah.
It's a very Stranger Things label.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. So that was aged on waffle, vanilla bean, cocoa nibs, and maple syrup. So
It's, I mean, it's very breakfasty. It's funny because you get all of those things pretty well. It's not super muddy. It's like very distinct in those flavors, but it's still very much like an imperial stout. There's still some bitterness and like
Yes,
some dryness
exactly.
to it, I would
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
You actually got some, I mean, for being pretty full-bodied and pretty viscous, you actually got dryness out of it too, which is awesome.
Yes, that's what I thought.
Shout
I like
out
the
to his
bitterness.
owners for, acquiring the place and empowering you to do this stuff.
That
I mean, there's something to be said for, stepping in.
Hip, hip, hooray.
100%.
Hip, hip, hooray.
Yeah. Do they stay
Ron,
out of
you're,
the way? Would you say?
You're here. I didn't.
I mean, they let me do really dumb things, trusting that I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, perfect. As long as you don't lose money.
I don't think I've missed so far. So
Yeah, man.
That's awesome.
You gave us 5 beers, and I wouldn't call any of them
No.
a miss.
No.
I would
It's
say.
been great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right now we're working on so I had lemon drop hops. We keep a Kolsch strain in house at all times. So I'm doing like a lemon drop Kolsch next.
Hell yeah.
But I
Yum.
added so we whirlpooled some lemon zest, and then I also added a decent amount of citric acid
Okay.
to the kettle.
Interesting.
So I'm not trying to make it into a sour. I'm trying to make something kind of like akin to a Radler,
Okay.
Refreshing.
but a little
Cool.
more with a little more hop presence.
Okay.
So that's another
Sounds awesome.
Yeah.
weird idea that I've
What hops?
But again, like there's
Lemon drop.
rules.
lemon drop.
of course.
Yep, just straight up lemon drop hops. A little bit of Magnum at the beginning of boil.
bittering.
Yeah.
So how will you keep it from going sour?
So in this case, I literally am adding citric acid to our kettle, which I employ in pretty much all of our beers that are lighter, and that's just to control the pH.
Yeah.
But in this case, I went slightly above. I don't know. I'd say I double acidified it,
Okay.
which acidity is like a logarithmic scale, so it's not like it's not a punch you in the face sour. It's like a very light acidity.
Okay.
So yeah,
Just to bump up like the juiciness of the lemon, I would assume.
I want you to perceive lemon in this
Yeah.
beer, but I also added dextrin malt to aid in bumping up the sweetness.
Okay.
So it technically is above the finishing gravity of a Kolsch.
Okay.
But that's on purpose
Sure.
to
So
make a pseudo radler.
and you
Nice.
won't fully ferment it out. I mean, dextrin malt. You're looking for like some body and some
Yep.
like slight sweetness at the end.
Yep.
So it won't feel under attenuated, but it will probably feel sweeter than a typical Kolsch. But that's because you're going for radler without the soda.
Yeah, and we're going like not straight radler, but like akin.
Sure. Okay.
In the same wheelhouse. Session beer, 4.2%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it when you talk dirty like that.
This is like exactly so. This is exactly what I mean by this. There's I read a lot specifically about art actually, mostly because I talk a lot about like composition in beer. I've been saying that for like a long time, and it's like a weird thing to try to explain to people when I like talk about that. But I usually use it in the same terms that you would use art. You would use in art, and there's like kind of what I was saying earlier is there are things that are technically right, and then there are things that feel right, and there's different brewers who kind of achieve those things, maybe being science-based or art-based or whatever. And so this idea to me is like an artist who doesn't follow rules but still somehow creates something that's like visually appealing. You don't totally get why you like it, and it doesn't look exactly like the thing that it says it's supposed to look like, but for some reason when it hits your eyes you feel that this is like special in some way. And it's usually thoughtfulness. Like that's at least across the board. That seems to be the opinion of like most art scholars for the last 5 generations. Is that
aesthetics are aesthetics,
dude? Yeah,
across the arts, across the sciences,
Right.
across different medium of arts. It's all the same thing.
and how you define them is like it's a weird thing because you're like how
They all
most
translate.
people don't know. Yeah, they all translate. It's like a thing that it exists in music, it exists
Yep.
in painted art, it exists in sculptures, and it exists in beer. And sometimes it hits and you just can't totally explain why. And you like the word for it is composition.
Yep.
But that's never really been applied to beer. But this to me, when you're like, okay, this is inspired by a lemon rattler, but I'm not going to mix soda into this. So how do I achieve those things without actually putting soda in? Okay, I'm going to use dextrin malt, which you probably wouldn't use in a typical Kolsch. I'm going to whirlpool lemon zest to kind of punch that up. I have these lemon drop hops, which is like part of the inspiration for it. I'm going to throw citric acid in, but I want it to be a little bit more than just pH control. I want it to like bump up the juiciness. These are all like thoughtful details that to me would be like, there's no way that this is like a fortunate accident if this came out really good. Like you thought about all these things really specifically, and probably in the same way that you did with Otter Graf. And when it's done, it's going to probably feel well-intentioned and like very specific in its execution. And this is what I mean when I say inspired. It's what I mean when I say composition. It's also what I mean when I say that if brewers want to appeal to people in the next 5 to 10 years, as the market kind of like figures out what it's doing, and it's not crashing, but it is, the tree's been shaking for a while. This is probably going to have to be part of your approach. Is like thoughtfulness. How are you inspired? How are you appealing to people who don't know beer? This is kind of it. And again, I'm up here about a little bit about it, but I do feel like you're nailing something that I think is just going to be a bigger and bigger part of the industry as these next like 5 to 10 years go on.
Hey, I appreciate it a lot.
We are beyond the time for fuck up stories. So,
well,
do you have a fuck up story?
All right, Grit and Grainers, I'm Sean Jackson, and I fuck up all the God-blessed time, as we all do. So, please do regale us with your fuck up stories.
Yeah, I can do that real quick.
It was that bad, huh?
So, I think it was like probably like 3.5, 4 years ago, something like that. I had made like the best dry Irish stout I've ever made. It was supposed to come out for St. Patrick's Day.
Supposed to.
Well, it did. It did.
Came out of where?
So I was still getting back into the groove of things, and to make a long story short, during my transfer from a fermentation vessel to a bright tank, I send sanitizer from my bright tank through all of my tubing that's going to transfer the beer. It exits out of an opaque tube, so I cannot see when things are. So somehow,
how all great stories start.
I left this tube on, and I left that valve that tube was attached to open. So I started transferring my beer. Everything looked good, but all of a sudden my sight glass started running dry at like 3.5 barrels instead of 7 barrels. And I'm like, what? That doesn't... This doesn't make sense. There's supposed to be 7 barrels of beer in here, and I've got 3.5. What's going on? I go to my sump. I see my sump pit, basically where all of anything in the brewery that needs to get dumped goes, and I see a large mass of brown foam coming out of the pit. And that's when I realized I had transferred more than half of my beer
down the drain.
Into the drain.
Dude. That's an expensive beer, too. What the fuck?
Foam rising from the pit.
Oh, my God.
Forming a shape.
And
unexpected brown foam in the brewery on the floor.
And in your mind, your brain in panic mode's like, what do I? Can I
salvage it?
Can I get it? Can I get it? Can I save it? Can I save it?
It is in.
Don't say you didn't think it.
Oh no.
Oh, so sad.
But
it
was such a good beer.
Yeah,
it was such a good beer.
All 3 barrels of it.
Should have been double that amount.
Oh yeah, see? Oh no, if we double batched it, that's 10 barrels.
Price of this beer were $9.
Cost of goods went up.
Grainers. Emails at cheers@gritandgrainpodcast.com with your comments, opinions, and please, your most unhinged otter-themed holiday gifts, such as Otter Technical Utility Vest, 18 pockets, 17 mysteries. Otter Kigurumi with a built-in crowler holster for peak snuggle drinking tech. Otter-shaped wingsuit with trailing tail to soar between majestically and tumble adorability. No in between. We read and drink everything we send, and we try to respond as fast as we can, if not online, then on air. You can subscribe to Grit and Grain on Amazon, Apple Music, Spotify, Google Play, iHeartRadio, and please leave us a review. Also, check us out on Channel 253 and gritandgrainpodcast.com. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube for episode notes, beer news, and live coverage of the Otter City swim team, currently training in the newly formed Proctor River, practicing synchronized flips, stealing umbrellas from distracted shoppers, and holding impromptu wet fur beer tastings under the eaves of Peaks and Pints. Their motto: "It's raining. If it's raining this hard, we drink this hard." If this podcast is not what you expect, please alter expectations. Which beer do you trust most? When the winter solstice arrives, the sun dips into its laziest angle, and the otter in the tiny ceremonial cloak climbs up onto the mossy rock and announces the start of the long darkness. Easy, whatever Shelby brews next. Ideally blessed with that solstice otter, preferably while he's holding a miniature lantern and chanting in the key only the yeast can hear. No such thing as the bad time to visit Tacoma.
Oh.
Really, there's no such thing as too much barley wine. Tune in next Friday for more sweet chatter. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks, Shelby.
Thanks again for tuning in. Don't forget to follow us at Grit and Grain Podcast wherever you get your social media and catch new episodes every Friday. Cheers.
Good up.
Channel 253 is member supported. I'm producer Doug Mackey, and I hope you will show your support by going to channel253.com/membership and join. Thank you. Grit and Grain is part of the Channel 253 podcast network. Check out our other shows: Nerd Farmer, Move to Tacoma, Interchangeable White Ladies, What Say You, Citizen Tacoma, and Kitchen 253.
This is Channel 253.